Good evening.
Who are you?
I'm still Brian. I'm Brian Crown. I'm the mayor of the Village of Tivoli.
Tell me, Brian, what do you think of PANDA and the work that PANDA's done in the past year?
I think that when I look at PANDA, the first word that comes to mind is community. Whether it is promoting a community event or celebration that's taking place in the Village of Tivoli, such as Street Painting Festival or one of our village board meetings, community is always there. If I want to know what's going on, not only in the Village of Tivoli, but in the Northern Dutchess area, I tune into PANDA and I look at calendar. It's always there. So it's a great way to promote our community. It's a great way for me as a mayor of the Village of Tivoli to find out what's going on with my surrounding communities, whether it's the town of Red Hook, Village of Red Hook, or municipalities in the village and the town of Rhinebeck. It's my neighbor and it's my friend and it's somebody that I rely on all the time.
Okay. What's your favorite program?
My favorite program, and I'm not biased at all, has to be Tivoli Talks. It's obviously it's an opportunity for folks that want to learn something about not only about the Village of Tivoli, but something about the Hudson River, about the Hudson River Valley, about Tivoli Bays, or just something that's occurring within our surrounding area. So Tivoli Bays has definitely always been one of my favorites. But I also have to say it's when I see something that's going on, such as a local celebration, whether it's the Santa Claus event or the Winterfest event in the Village of Tivoli, whatever the case might be, it's a great way for me to see what else is going on throughout our community.
And here I had you figured for your favorite program being the Village of Tivoli board meeting.
You know, having done that now for almost 10 years and living it twice a month, it's okay. I don't need to watch it as much. I read it every day.
What do you think of when you see yourself on television?
I realize how I realize how much I say a lot, but in all seriousness, I realize how much we as a community are doing and how much we have done over the last 2.5 years. And I say we because it's not just me, it's not just the village board, it's a we. And by that I mean the Village of Tivoli residents. We've done a lot over the last 2.5 years, and there's a lot more that we need to do, and I'm looking forward to being part of that process.
What would you like the future of PANDA to be?
I think if PANDA stays on the track that it's on, I think PANDA's future is bright. I was a member of the PANDA board many years ago. I served as its chairman for a while many years ago. When I look at where PANDA was and where it is today, it's leaps and bounds. And I honestly think if PANDA continues to doing what it's doing, it will continue to be a great programming effort, and will continue to be just a great tool to find out what's going on throughout our area.
If you could make an appeal to the public, your viewing public right now about PANDA, what would it be? Absolutely
Tune into PANDA. Make sure that you tune in. The people that work at PANDA, most of them are volunteers that you saw here tonight on the board of directors. But also PANDA could also use a couple donations. We're always looking for donations. Most of PANDA is funded through the municipalities, but in terms of equipment, in terms of new lighting, whatever the case may be, if you ever want to support your local television station, send it into PANDA 23. So.
Thank you, Brian, and thank you for your support as well.
Absolutely, thank you. It's a pleasure and honor. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Spinzia, and I am a council person with the town of Rhinebeck. Here talking to Bill Nieves, the president of PANDA, who's off camera.
I'm not the president.
All right,
Or am I?
the Earl, yes, the Duke.
I'm on the board. I represent the
They're
town.
representing the town.
Elizabeth, what do you think of PANDA and the work of the past year?
I got to tell you, I'm going to talk about more than the past year, because I served with you in the 2006-2007 on the Rhinebeck PANDA board, and when a lot of changes happened. I'm a former film professional. You're a current film professional, and I am so pleased to see how far this station, this television channel has come. I applaud you and everyone who's been here. I see faces out there from, what is it now, 7-8 years. And, we didn't have equipment. There was no space. You have a fantastic station manager. You have a vibrant volunteer program. The station, the channel looks wonderful. The website is, you're to be applauded. You've done a fantastic job, and I'm proud to be able to, be here and certainly watch your programming.
Well, we thank you. What do you hear from the community, if anything?
I mostly, hey, I see you on Panda. You know? So for me, I get a lot of feedback from government through Panda, we didn't have a local newspaper, as you know, for years when the Gazette folded. So I think it was a big source of news for many years for a lot of people. And people looked to Panda for what's going on. I know that I watch, our town planning board and zoning board of appeals meetings if I can't get out to all the meetings I have to go to. So it's a great tool for me in that.
What are your other favorite programs?
It's probably the Village of Tivoli. I'm just kidding. Yeah, just you do a lot of great stuff. I'm a government geek, so I check out what's going on.
I think sometimes what I hear when I go to the supermarket sometimes is depending on what's going on in government. That's their favorite show.
Yes.
Town meetings,
yes.
Zoning board
yes.
meetings, village board meetings.
Yes.
They love that stuff. It's like World Wrestling
Yes,
Federation.
the big exciting ones bring a lot of people and a lot of interest, so we're lucky to have you.
What would you like to see the future of Panda to be?
Coming here, and this is my first year-end meeting in a long time, I was so excited to hear that you have an intern program. I would like to see kids get involved. Having been a producer for I can't remember if it's 22, 3, 4 years, I would love to see local kids be able to learn how to edit on Final Cut or record sound. There's Children's Media Project in Poughkeepsie. This, to me, seems like a natural fit for that. So I'd love to see our school kids involved with what's going on and help shape what we do and use it as a vehicle to become involved more in the community.
Well, thank you for your continued support.
Yes.
I forgot to tell the audience that you are the Town of Rhinebeck liaison to Panda,
yes.
so I liaise with you.
I'm always happy to liaise with
which I just wanted to use the word liaise.
Yes, it's a fabulous word.
So thank you very much.
Thank you for all your work. It's
Thank
great
you.
to be here.
Hi, Jim Reardon, Mayor of the Village of Rhinebeck.
It's good to see you, Jim. Thank you for coming
You as well, Bill.
to the annual meeting. Jim, what do you think of Panda's work in the last year?
Well, I'm going to go back more than a year also. Over the years, Panda's been when I think of Panda, I think of an asset. It's a tremendous asset for all the communities that participate. For a long time, it was our only vehicle, really, for getting our word out to the public, other than this what I'll call snail mail or newspapers, and the Village of Rhinebeck has moved into their own website, and we do have links on there, but Panda has been a big vehicle for us to get the word out to the constituency. People can view our meetings, they can see what's going on in the village, and be informed.
What do you hear from the people in the community?
The people love it. I got a funny story for you. You know Howie Trout, my deputy mayor, very well. His mom came up to me. This was going back probably a year after I got on the board, and Richard Cunningham had taken sick, and I was filling in for him as the mayor. And Howie's mom said to me, she says, "Jim, I just love your show." So that really tickled me at the time, and I said to her, I says, "Well, Lonnie, it's not my show, but thank you for the compliment."
But sometimes it does. I mean, the citizenry, as one person said earlier, they watch these town board meetings, village board meetings, zoning board meetings like they are a show.
Oh, certainly.
You know what I mean? It's like their favorite program.
I have another dear friend who had passed away sadly about 2 years ago, but she was always saying, "I watched the meeting, faithfully." And there's a lot of people that do that. They tune in knowing that, our village board meeting is on Tuesdays, and they know that a week after it's on, pretty much they can go there and they can see what's happening in the village of Rhinebeck. And that goes for all of the other communities that are participants with Panda. I mean, you want to watch a Red Hook meeting, you want to watch a Tivoli meeting, it's there for you. Yep.
What's your favorite program?
Anything you produce. No, really. I think the favorite thing that I watch on Panda, and coming from a military family, Memorial Day is probably my favorite holiday of the year. And as I've grown older, I think it strikes home even more how lucky we are to live in this country. And how thankful we need to be to all these people that served for us. And my favorite time of the year is when you come down there and you film that Memorial Day parade, and you just do such a fantastic job. And you know, I watch that; it brings tears to my eyes, because it's a special, special day in my heart. And the way you produce this whole thing, I mean, it really strikes home for me.
Well, thank you, Jim. That's very kind of you to say that. What would you like the future of PANDA to be?
I think continue at what you're really good at, and that's covering the local communities. I think, you know, the programming has expanded exponentially over the years, and like to see that continue to happen. And you know, the coverage of youth and sports and things like that, I think, is important. And you know, getting people involved. You know, we all know how tough it is sometimes to run these types of organizations, and that we need volunteers. So you know, continue on the course that you've been traveling, and that's to put a quality product out there that's going to serve our local communities.
Thank you, and thank you for your continued support.
Thank you. Good to see you.